So happy to announce that is going to be Pathfinder Abomination Vaults, which will be our next novel. This one comes out in November. This one is going to feature the iconic wizard, Ezrin, and a band of locals, as opposed to a team of his usual iconic friends, who are going to delve deep beneath the ground, not in the vault lines, but in the Abomination Vaults. So no confusion there whatsoever. It's just this use of the same word in the same month in two different products.
Different vaults.
Different
both for my birthday.
They said we weren't allowed to do any more products with hell in the title, so we switched it up.
So we went back to vaults. Yep.
Hail and well met. Welcome, everybody. So the Idle Champions push notification seems to have maybe sent people to the wrong place. But if you are here from Idle Champions, great. If people, like, all of a sudden a huge amount of people show up, that means they fixed that. And anyway, great. You're all here. Welcome back to Abomination Vaults. I am Erik Scott de Bie, the DM of this campaign. And I am a writer and game designer. I wrote a novel for Pathfinder, which is coming out in November. And for some reason, there's an extra video on there, which is really funny. I'll see if I can figure out how to fix that. You can find the novel, which is the novelization of this very campaign that I'm running, Abomination Vaults, at the command AV Novel. And you can also support my trip to Nepal in May. This is technically the last day that I'm supposed to be gathering funds on that thing. So please go support me at exclamation point Nepal. And then I'm going to try and fix the overlay. Take it away, Gabrielle.
Hello. I am not going to sing and tap dance, but for a moment it was tempting. I'm Gabrielle Harboe. I am both a singer and a tap dancer, but also a writer, game designer, literary agent. I have a Patreon on which you can follow me. It is at exclamation point Gabrielle. And my Patreon has exclusive content for free follows, and subscriptions start at $3. And I would like to tell you about Idle Champions, which it looks like might be working. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is the strategy game that takes up all my spare time. It unites iconic Dungeons & Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure, including Farida and Havilar from the Brimstone Angels, your favorite heroes from Baldur's Gate 3, the kids from the D&D cartoon, the amazing Volo, and now featuring Raceland from the Dragonlance novels. The game is available for PC and Mac on Steam, at the Epic Game Store. It's on Google Play, Xbox, PlayStation, iPad, iPhone, anything with a screen that plugs in, Android devices. Get it anywhere. For more information, check out idlechampions.com. Take it away, Kelsey.
Hi, I'm Kels. I am a part-time artist, full-time cryptid. I will be playing the iconic Paladin Sela this time. We'll see how everything goes. Now that we have a full house and the party can join back up together. Yay! You should visit everyone else's Patreon and check out their lovely work. That's all. Take it away, Ben.
Hello, I am Benjamin. I am playing your iconic wizard Ezrin. I am freshly back from GDC because I am a game industry person. And also you should go and support Erik's thing still, because even though it says he met his goal, we need to like sort of like kind of like really rub it in for like his partner that's going that hasn't met her goal. Be like, oh, not only did he make his goal, he met more than his goal. Like, man, you really need to try harder. Like, try harder helping the
It's all
world.
charity. It goes to support, people living in rural Nepal. So,
I
like,
know, she's
But
just
also bragging rights.
but also bragging rights, I
bragging
suppose.
rights.
Yeah.
That's the best part, because she's such a like paladin in real life. To be like, oh wow, we're doing better than you. Maybe you should try harder to help humanity. So with that, yes, I will say, take it away, Jen.
Hello friends. My name is Jen. I haven't been here for a while. It's been a while.
Been a minute.
And yeah. I'm really happy to be back. I've been on a lot of traveling, and also a snowstorm that popped up ended up delaying my flight, so I wasn't able to make last week, even though I was supposed to. But I'm glad to be here now. I am playing Amiri, the iconic Baybarian. And I go, if you want to follow my stuff, I go by Savage Sparrow on the internet. SavageSparrow.com is my awesome nerdy website for apparel and accessories. Patreon.com/Savage Sparrow for my artwork. In April, we're going to be relaunching our Starfinder 2 Kickstarter. And one of the things I'm really excited about is we made a button up.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's gonna be super cute.
excellent.
Yeah, because we have had a lot of requests for a while for button ups. But I couldn't find a good manufacturer, and now I found one that is very nice. So I am hype. And yeah, I'm also going to be talking to you about the fabulous Phoenix Dice.
Ooh.
Phoenix Dice is named for the creature that rises from the ashes because they use all recycled materials for their dice. They are always designing and testing multiple types of recycled materials for your enjoyment, raising dice from the ashes and onwards to epic adventures. You can find their dice and accessories at phoenixdice.com. And if you have been watching the stream, these are the dice that I roll. And usually I roll very well. So, definitely check them up and score some critical hits for your game. I think Fable, you're left? Yes, I did it.
Good job, Jen.
Bring us home,
Yeah.
Fable.
Hello, my name is Fable. I am a story and a purveyor thereof. And today I will be playing your iconic cleric, Kira. If you want to support me, or if you want to read the serial that I put out weekly, you can get !Fable. I've got a serial. The first episode is set to drop tomorrow, and then everything it should keep on doing that on Thursdays. But if you want to know a little bit more of the story, you can subscribe for just a little bit, and there'll be secrets on the inside, more context than the free is perfectly enjoyable, but you are missing out on something. It also gives you access to a Discord and where we can talk about the storytelling, and if you give me enough money, I'll run a game for you. That being said, speaking of which, hilariously, I have left my dice tray downstairs, which has Kira's dice in it, so there is a great deal of general danger from using a die set that was not for the character, but we are using my very special little metal dice. And in a world where most warriors use plastic light weapons, Norse Foundry, though, if these don't roll well, they're Norse Foundry, which if I fail badly, I'll make Erik roll a Norse Foundry die just to see if it would have gone better. Norse Foundry specializes in metal dice. When you roll them, it feels like you're skillfully smashing the rigid armor of the monster horde. And also, one of my favorite things about metal dice is that when you are having a large conversation, when you're having a conversation that you want to have a pointed end in while playing a game, dropping it into a dice tray is a little bit more weighty and
Nice.
feels more punctual for ending something. Norse Foundry offers other cool gaming accessories as well, and you can find their store, more about them as well, over at norsefoundry.com.
Excellent. All right. Well, we have a full house. Everybody's here. We are going back into the Abomination Vaults, and we are going to start off with Ezran and Mariziel and everyone's favorite Carman.
We're vaulting these abominations. This fanfic is easy.
Yes. Before
It
we get in
has.
there, Eric,
Yes.
remind me, I feel like there was something that Ezran learned about teleportation magic in the dungeon before going into this room. Am I remembering that accurately?
Kind of. You learn
Okay.
some kind of vague stuff about, like, there might be an interconnected network of teleportation rooms, and there's some kind of key to accessing it. You had found a teleportation room, I think, and it was inactive. Like, obviously it was like the remains of a teleportation room. This one that Mariziel leads you to, however, is pristine. At least as pristine as it can be after 500 years of neglect. Nobody's come in here, as far as you can tell, in all that time. The room is covered in silver inlaid sigils that are bound to teleportation magic. Mariziel had found this room during the time when the party was split, and she bookmarked it in her head to bring you back here because she remembered you showing her some sigils one time. She got a natural 20 on her Arcana check, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I remember Ezran talking about that." So here you are, and you have been studying these sigils for a good half hour or so, while Mariziel and Carman, who are the two who are basically escorting you, protecting you, to stand in the way while you cast spells if a monster attacks, are standing there also in the room.
Safe to assume I've also ritually cast Comprehend Languages as a precaution.
Oh yes,
Okay.
definitely. The runes don't say anything, right? They're just kind of like sigils and patterns to key off the magic, which is a bit frustrating. Right? You were hoping that they might have some kind of command script or like incantation that would activate the teleportation. So you've been investigating for a while. Go ahead and make an Arcana check, please.
Woo, here we go. All right. First one. Okay, that was 9.
Okay. Yeah, try as you might. You recognize that this is a teleportation room, and those sigils have something to do with teleporting, but you cannot activate them.
Since I didn't do an ad read, I just want to take a moment and say that I think I need to buy some Phoenix dice, because I swear every time in D&D Beyond when I roll is because that was like, it's a 12. Go to hell, it's a 2. Like it tips over into the dick every time. Anyway, please continue.
Phoenix dice coming in clutch.
The lady
I will bring you a set.
Yeah, like she would make comments, because I got to play on in a campaign session with her on this channel, and she would always say, like, this is what you get, digital dice don't have soul.
I mean, I will go get dice out of my closet when I have a moment, but please continue. What? So at 9, and I'm just like, this doesn't make any sense. Like it's like there should be like I see the symbols, but like they don't actually line up in a way that makes any logical sense according to Arcana. I understand.
Yeah, it is beyond you, frustratingly beyond you. There's a key that you're missing.
Does Mariziel understand how it works? Did she create her
I rolled to get the insight that it was a teleportation room, but I can try another Arcana roll and see how it goes.
Well, so I mean,
Carman's a little.
Sorry, go ahead.
Carman's annoying me.
That's right.
But
Maurizio is standing there, I guess, doing her best to be not bothered by Carman continually pacing. The man cannot stand still. And he's humming to himself. He swipes his sword through the air periodically. He fingers the head of one of those hammers on his belt. And he's obviously incredibly bored.
How is he
actually
really going to get on his
stepping
case for
the
having
rings?
ADHD?
Never.
So light hammers. Is that a thing,
Huh?
Carman? Would it be worth having light hammers? Just, it's hard to slash at skeletons. Do you think you could make agile hammers?
He pulls out one of the hammers from his belt. And he's like, "Well, this is technically a light hammer. Here."
Take it.
All right, it's heavier
Try it
than you would hope. But it is technically a light hammer, and it does have the light property, and you are proficient with it because rogues are proficient with light weapons.
Nice.
He says, "Why?"
How much?
Oh. You see him doing figures in his head. Like when he thinks it is visible.
Like, I could ask, I could, offer a starting price, but it's so much more interesting to me to watch him try to think it up. And also, it shuts him up for 2 seconds straight.
It does.
Oh my gosh.
It does.
That's worth so much more gold than a hammer.
You're like, your silence has already reimbursed me.
Like, I could start at 10, but no, just take your time, calculate, sir.
Take all the time you need.
Okay. I like you,
I like you too, pal.
he says, as though that answers the question. How about 2 gold coins?
Done. Here, 50 silver is a tip.
Oh, you hand that to him. He
So generous.
he kind of looks at it. Well, 50 silver would be 5 gold coins.
Oh, no, sorry.
Do you mean
I
2 gold and then 5 silver?
meant,
Or are you just going to hand him 15? Oh, no, 25 silver coins.
oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay,
Yeah.
you just start putting coins in his hands, and he's like,
To see if he can count them and
I
keep up with
said gold coins. Not, it's fine. It's fine. And then you finish putting them in his hands, and then he's
Not
looking
this
at them, and he just kind of like, huh?
Oh, but you know what? I can give you 2 gold if you'd rather.
Yeah, he gives you all the coins back.
All right, he gives me my 5 gold and silvers back, and I'll give him 2 gold.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this
That's
is
a
much
much
better.
better deal for you. You're right.
Yeah. I'm a good businessman. He puts that in his pocket, and he's like, huh, this is the first treasure I've ever gotten in a dungeon. I feel like a real adventurer now.
Remind me what his intelligence is again?
Oh my god, that's the sweetest thing ever.
It's like 8. He's
Oh,
not
I'm
not
better than that.
particularly smart, no.
I like cuff him on the shoulder. I'm like, you're a real adventurer now, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Aw.
Um,
And I
Oh my
have
gosh.
a hammer I got a really great deal on.
nice.
Fable, your comment in chat.
This Fable says this man owns a business. Yeah, he does.
Look, no one ever said
We're proud of
capitalists were
him.
smart. Okay, so
Eric,
yes,
I have a proposal for you.
okay,
Because I am a divination wizard now,
Yep. Mhm.
I want to see if I can do basically a modified version of casting the identify ritual.
okay,
And how I want to modify it, because it's divination, is I want to see if I can basically do the identify, which would tell me how to operate, how magical things work, right?
Mhm.
By trying to peer into the future to see if I can find someone using the room and observe them doing it.
That's cool.
It's kind of sick, though.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
Can I
Okay.
help?
Not really.
Okay.
So
With my -1 Arcana, I can't help.
Not really.
Okay. So,
Ezrin has explained what he's doing to both of you, and Carman's like, "What?"
I'm helping by keeping Carman busy.
Yeah.
because I'm doing this with my divination powers, I'm actually going to use one of my pre-rolled d20s, which is one of my divination features.
Woohoo.
And I'm going to choose the 18 that I rolled at the beginning of the day for this check, which plus my Arcana would put me at a 25.
Aha. Okay. Well, this kind of improvised psychometry is not necessarily a thing that the game would normally allow you to do, but you got a really good roll, and this is a rule of cool situation and the rule of story. People sometimes wonder what that means when we say mixing the rule of cool with the rule of story. This is what that means. When it's good for the story, then I'll allow it. And in this case, it is good for the story. So you see, at first it seems like nothing happens. The silver veins kind of like light up in your vision as you're kind of like focusing on piercing the veil into the past, and then everything fades away. And Mauriziel and Carman are still talking, and Carman's like, "Did it work? The thing you just said?" And Mauriziel is staring at you like, "Well," and then you see another person come in. They just walk through the door as though the door isn't there. They walk through Carman as though he's not there. And step into the very center of the room. Let me see. It is a dark, kind of gray-skinned elf. I know, it says Drow Mage. That's because that's the token that works best. I'm just gonna question mark. And this figure just steps through, doesn't react to any of you, doesn't react to you.
Rude.
Steps into the middle of the room, kneels on the ground, and starts setting out components for a ritual. And then as soon as he starts enacting the ritual, he just fades away and disappears.
Did I catch enough of what he was doing that I could replicate it?
No. As soon as the ritual started, the vision ended. So you didn't get any information about the ritual.
But
How hard can it be?
But you
I
do
now
know that
understand
it's
that's how
not
it
just
works.
manipulating something in the room that you're missing. There's other stuff to it.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, make an investigation check based on what you saw. Oh, the image, it repeats itself like a ghost repeating. The guy comes in, steps into the middle of the room, kneels,
like a
crosses his
woman
legs.
Kneeling to put something in a slot of a droid.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
I got a 20 on my investigation.
Wow.
Disappears.
Nice.
All right, you aren't sure anything about the ritual that he's casting, that he's performing, but you can tell something about it, which is that he opens up a large tome. Like there is a book, and upon this book there is a mark that you've seen on other books in this complex. And the mark that looks like a little tower on the spine of the book.
But all the books we found have just been like moldering like wrecks, right?
True. But with your 20 investigation, that book had to come from somewhere.
Isn't this the floor with the library on it?
Got it.
There you go. Okay.
Can we go upstairs?
And you're having this you're having this thought and going through and doing this ritual, and Carman is staring at you like, are wizards always supposed to freak you out like this? Is this normal? Is this what happens? Elf, come on.
Yeah. Totally. This is what they do. It's fine. It's fine. He'll be back in a second.
Interesting. Sorry. Here's the thing that's interesting about this is that I told you I wanted to peer into the future to see someone do it, but you told me that I peered into the past, and I want to just run with that.
Are you sure you peered into the past?
Well,
you peered into a different time and place.
Right. But I guess that's why I'm asking you as the DM. Did Ezrin understand that it was the past, or does he thinks he just knows he saw a different time?
Up to you.
Okay.
It's most interesting.
I will leave it to your interpretation. Anyway, Ezrin is pondering this when you hear Amiri's voice very loudly from just outside the chamber. Amiri, what are you talking about?
Oh gosh. I don't know. What have we just been doing?
Oh, you killed a bunch of Morlocks, and then you flambéed this room full of spider webs because Sela didn't want to go in there.
Okay.
And you got your vengeance on Growlgust. You single-handedly took out at least one Morlock, maybe two Morlock engineers.
There were two. She threw a body at a sword.
And then I threw him into the... like 12 times!
Yeah, you disarmed yourself because you swung too hard. Your sword ended up stuck into the wall, so you just threw a Morlock at the sword, and he died. That's what happened.
If the Morlock doesn't want to come to your sword, you bring the Morlock to the sword.
Something like that.
Yeah,
yes.
So that's what she's saying.
Yes, Amiri, we were there.
Yeah.
And Carman's like, oh, finally.
Very impressive.
I will say that I was out in the hallway for it, but it was through the door, so I did see that one. The guy beforehand I did not see, but that one, I kind of hard to miss.
You know, listen, I've been denied a lot, and it felt good to be good again.
Yeah, you threw him ass over tea kettle onto a blade that you put into the wall. It was impressive and pretty scary.
Definitely planned.
As Rumpus pointed out in the chat, if the blade went into the wall and then the Morlock went onto the sword, that means you impaled the Morlock on the hilt of the sword, which is exactly what happened.
It was
or at least future stories would claim that is exactly what happened.
Author's note.
According to Keikaku.
Author's note, that is exactly what happened, and I am not changing the story in any way.
I said what I said!
Okay, you push open the door to the teleportation chamber, and Amiri, you come face to face with Carman. Now, you've seen the art of Carman. You know what he looks like. Right?
Has Amiri interacted with him before?
No. This is the first time you will have ever met. And he looks at you. And he sizes you up.
And Amiri just kind of like also does the same thing. But like, you know, even though she's shorter, she does that thing where like she has aura, so she looks taller.
I lean in and with my shoulder against Carman's, and I tell him, I watched her rip the head off a dragon with her hands.
Oh. Wow. Good job, little lady. He puts his hand out. I'm Carman. Carman Rajani.
Who you calling little?
Oh, perfect.
Idiot.
Perfect. Oh, yeah. You want to arm wrestle?
Do I get to keep that arm if I win?
Is that how it works? He looks at Maurizio.
Yes.
Sela leans over to Kira and just mutters, "Is this like a bird display?"
It's just like Kira kind of. I don't necessarily. I think for the first time, this is not flirting. I don't think this is.
Faerun geographic.
I heard you're real strong.
Amiri just
Yes.
like looks at him like, I don't even need to say anything, obviously.
He nods like he's in on the joke. Yeah. All right. Are we done in
Amiri
here?
kind of like tilts over to look at Merciel like, what?
He's not mine. I just found him.
Hey, Graybeard, we done in here?
Ignoring, turn to Maurizio, be like, so I need a book with a tower on the spine, and I think I can make it work.
Any
If you
book with
see-
a tower on the spine or a specific one?
Was the
I feel like they're like, and I would recount any that I've seen, because like, have I seen multiple, or did I just see one and ignore it?
The books that were in the library with the Fey creature with the hair, they had that mark on the spine, which you're pretty sure is a collector's mark that indicates what library they belong to.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Not all the books up there had that, but some of them. The more valuable looking ones, although they were rotted by age.
well, and that's what I was saying, is that like, we have not yet found any books. So that's what I would say. It was like, on the way out, I just want to check the library when we're on our way out, just to make sure we didn't miss any of the books that like maybe are salvageable. But since there were multiple there might be more somewhere else. So if you see a book with that mark on the spine,
There,
gently grab it.
Esren,
Yes.
there is a library deeper in. A different one.
I'm sorry, you're holding out on me?
I
It
was
is a
going.
library.
Is the floor below us?
Yes, it is a library full of cultists that were dangerous and scary, and we were very tired last time.
Valid. Sorry.
Also, we
So-
figured that like you'd want to be there when we found a new book place.
Yes, you were not
Sorry, I
with
got
us.
excited.
That is what I was worried about. Friend, I do not hide things from you for no reason. It is the sensation that I was unwell and could not keep any of the rest of us up, and I know you would be reinvigorated. And it would be crueler to you to tell you there was a library and then take you back to town. But to
You know
tell
what-
you now, there is one.
There was a book with that mark where the goblin doll was in that basement.
It's the list
down
of
the
books.
stairs.
It's not an actual book, but a list of books
it's
that
not-
had been borrowed from the library.
Oh right. Okay. I relay that. Sorry. My
Mhm.
mistake.
You know, Kira, it's kind of awkward when I'm old enough to be your father, but then you mother me. But
Think about how awkward it
I-
is for
Yeah, bro,
okay,
what's up
let's
with that?
change the
Carmen says.
subject Then. So the point is, to make this room work, I need a book with a tower on the spine, probably a specific one. Please, everyone, keep an eye out, and when you find it, be gentle.
Okay,
Will
And
do.
I'm looking
Bring-
directly at Amiri.
bring you the book, whatever the cost.
I'm always gentle with valuable things.
Amiri, if you see the book, you tell me about the book. Please don't bring it to me.
Book with a tower.
Remember
marking.
that thing with the chest that one
Yes.
time when I said, whatever you do, don't touch that tiny little bejeweled chest that is clearly magical. And then you did, and you remember what happened.
Remind me.
Yeah, what happened?
You'll never guess.
Well, you see that
it's in pieces. That's what I'll say. It's in pieces.
our dear friend Amiri is quite strong, and sometimes the world can be too fragile for her.
Yeah, Kira's right. I'm not wrong. It's the world.
Hell yeah.
I just want to note I never said you were wrong. I'm just requesting, just point it out. That's all I want.
More stuff should be made for people who aren't weak.
But this book probably is. I mean, Sela doesn't quite like gesture at Ezra like, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But there's kind of a look that's like, but this book probably is.
Okay. All right. So what I'm hearing is, Ezrin, we need to start doing some training regiments to get you to have less baby arms.
Yes.
Noodle arms.
Yes, that is what we need to do. And perhaps we can find an alternate way to get down to the floor below us that could maybe bypass the cultists. I'm pretty sure we haven't checked this whole floor yet. Right? There's at least a couple rooms we're missing.
Carman slaps Ezra on the shoulder. Don't worry, Grandpa. I'll help you develop those arms.
Well, I mean, now that you mention it, men will forgive you anything if you have pecs and arms.
Will we? Carmen
Yeah.
was confused.
Will
I mean, you do seem proof that, like, one can get away with a lot.
All right, when we get started, let's go.
I can certainly. So I know where at least one way up is, or one way further down is, but it is a little bit wider around. There's also Kira kind of looks past Sela. We never went through that door, so I don't know if that leads a little bit closer. But on the other side of the mold, was there was the door in the wall that did lead down.
Yeah.
We agreed we should be thorough. So if there's more to see, maybe there's a library on this floor, and we don't need to go fight the cultists. Who knows?
Maybe there's a way to that secret door that doesn't involve going through mold.
That would be really nice.
That would be nice. We could look for that.
There is a way that doesn't involve really going through mold, but it's a wide walk around. And this door is right here.
I would be okay with walking around.
Hey, did you
I turned to Carman.
Did you mean this door over here? He goes and just starts pounding on the door.
Also,
Did you mean to reveal this whole floor to us, Erik?
Did I reveal the whole floor to you?
Yeah, well, to me at least, there's a very concerning chamber on this floor.
Do you mean, dear
Still
friend?
seeing it obscured.
I have no fog of war on my screen.
Oh, I have
Interesting.
a lot
You.
of fog of war.
Oh, I have none. Yeah, there's a very concerning chamber.
It is true. There is a very concerning chamber.
So
I don't know what that icon is. I mean, it's not a spider.
I turn to Carman and I say, basically, we're just clearing out this floor of the dungeon to make sure nothing is lingering here that could jump out and try to kill us. We're going to kill it first, and then we're going to explore on down. It turns out there's a lot of levels on this thing. And by a lot, I mean that I know of at least 4, so.
You ever hunted something and then cut off its exit? We don't want that to happen to us.
Okay.
When you pounded on the door, did anything pound back?
Nope. He's like, does that happen? Yeah.
Sometimes.
Unless anybody stops him, he's just going to push the door until it breaks open.
That's
I mean, we are trying to get him to
fine
kill
with
himself,
me.
right?
No, we are trying to get through this level of the dungeon and see
Ah!
what's here.
I found a set
Oh,
of
wow.
stairs.
Good job.
I'm helping. Yeah.
Good job.
So helpful.
Good job. We can mark that door for having stairs behind it.
Aw. We're not going to, go down the stairs?
We're not going to go down the stairs?
We're not going to...
I thought we
What?
were going to go down the stairs.
What she said.
We just covered this. We don't want anything coming behind us. Pincer move tactics, sir.
Oh.
Listen.
We're gonna check the rest of this floor first, and then we're gonna go down the stairs.
Hey, Sela.
Yes.
What's a pincer move?
Okay.
Is it- It's not important. If it's an adventure thing, I'm sure I'll pick it up.
It's an adventure thing.
Funny thing is, Sela doesn't have a particularly high intelligence either. It's just not as low as his. But she does still grab like chalk. Well, actually, honestly, just like Ezrin, you have chalk on you, right?
Do I have? Which color would you like, by the way?
Whatever will show clearly on wall.
I hand you a pink one.
I have chalk in all the essential pastel colors.
Yeah, and then Sela will quickly chalk on the wall the visual showing of what a pincer move is.
Backstabbing. Yeah.
Yes. It is It is coordinated team backstabbing.
Good.
Yes.
All right. I'll take care of it. Yo.
Adventure stuff is pretty cool, huh?
Did he just go downstairs?
Yeah, he went downstairs.
Did he really?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I
went
will
down the
go-
stairs.
Wait. Hear me out. This does seem like a teachable moment.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh,
I agree.
God.
He has the companion blade. If he dies down there, Belcora might have it.
If he dies down there, we know where to find it.
I'll go after him.
I was like, Kira says that. She says it in motion towards the staircase.
Yeah.
And long suffering.
He's
Yeah.
not used to being told no, is he?
I don't think he's used to being talked to.
Oh.
Oof. Oof.
Ouch.
What
Tell
a-
me I'm
what
wrong.
a harsh
Tell
thing to
me
say.
I'm wrong.
What a harsh thing to say. All right, you're not actually where it shows you on the map, so let me move you because you came down a different way.
I was about to say.
Sela getting in that 20.
I'm sitting here looking at. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at the entries and exits of staircases down. I was like, which one of this lines up with the place that I know is down?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Let me just.
I do have
restart
more on
this. Well,
this screen.
while you're having your conversation, keep talking. I'll just assemble the party.
So, yes, to get you all caught up, we caught up with the Morlocks. They are not a problem anymore. Or at least a good majority of them are not the problem anymore, and Gralgust is no longer an issue.
Oh.
But
August is absolutely dead.
Good.
as well,
I got to meet Fumbus.
yes.
He's real. I mean, I
Oh,
didn't doubt he was
yeah.
real, but I did get to meet him.
Because I
You
think
didn't
the
know he was real?
The fake you is the one that met him, right?
Did
Yes.
the fake me?
Non-Sela.
Sela's like, how would I know that?
I
The unseelie Sela?
Non-Sela.
That certainly is a name.
It's
I
better
didn't
than
think that you-
Negasila.
Were it not so many of you telling me about him, I would have expected at least like maybe one of you was hallucinating. But enough of you were mentioning him that he had to be real, but I did finally get to meet him.
What'd you think?
He sure has a lot of explosives on him.
Just kind of a weird little guy, right?
Yeah. I'm a little concerned.
I kind of want to like punt him, you know, just to see how far he'd go.
I don't
Wow.
want you to punt him.
I
Would it
think
be
he might
really
explode when
funny?
he lands.
Would it be really funny?
But it would be really funny.
I would like to put a sweater on him.
Okay, that would
I
also
think that'd
be
be
cool.
really cute.
Oh, by the way, when the rest of you headed back to go find Ezrin and Mauriziel and catch up, there was another explosion, and Fumbus said, "Oh, I left something on the stove. I'll catch up with you later. And then he scurried off. And you know he has that sneaky ability, so it's kind of hard to keep track of him when he does that. That's what happened.
But Eric, I just want to call out that if I get within line of sight of our friend and within 30 feet of him, I will try and take his sword from him with Mage Hand if he has it sheathed, because this man needs to stop.
This man needs to be stopped. Okay.
Okay, there. I see there is a door.
There is a door, and that door seems to be in pretty good order. Like, not rotted and disused like the rest of the doors in the complex.
And no Carmen in front of it.
You don't see any Carman in front of it. You do hear voices from within, though.
He doesn't seem like the type to close doors behind him, so pleasant surprise.
Kira put a hand on Sela's shoulder, and sort of like, she's very clearly doing math in her head.
Mm-hmm.
We were from the other building down, then towards, I'm pretty sure it was the west. Can I roll a... I have an idea, but I don't think Kira inherently does. Could I roll a survival or something of the sort to try and get an idea of where we are now in relation to where we had gone down beforehand?
Yep. Either survival or an insight check would probably do it.
Oh,
in this
babes,
case.
I'll do an insight.
I thought you might.
I'm good at both of them, just better at one of them.
Yep.
I don't think Sela's been down to this floor. I think she... that's when we skipped down to who knows how deep, but yeah. Regardless, she does... When Kira puts the hand on her shoulder, Sela does stop and is clearly waiting for Kira to come to whatever decision she is making.
Yes, because we're house trained and we don't just run ahead like some people.
He's excited. All right. What was your result?
1 second.
Kira.
Doing some math.
Kira.
17.
Okay.
I'm very normal about the word house trained. That's fine.
Okay.
But yes, 17.
He's such a good boy.
Okay.
He tries. He's very trying.
Don't worry. I don't want to actually adopt him. Don't worry, Kira.
You think you are south of where you came down before, and not terribly too far away.
There's a moment where she kind of like stops. And she's like, all right. So we moved there, but that was to the northeast of us. So we are coming across. We've walked the breadth of this level, so I think we are south of where we had been whenever we came down before. And when we came down before, we moved from a hallway down a staircase into a narrow corridor that connected to a library of some sort, but had cultists and undead. And there were methods as well, a trap that I believe summoned methods. And I think we're south of that. I don't think we've been this far down before, but it can't be too much further north than that. So we need to bear in mind of hulking cultists in blue robes, undead, and perhaps traps. Just heads up of what we may face here. But I don't think this is the same place, so I don't know exactly what we're running into.
Just putting that out there.
Thank you.
Okay.
And you said we heard voices through the door.
Yes, one of them is obviously Carman's voice, and the other is kind of like loud, hissing, and aggressive.
Oh no! Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're just gonna go through. I think just open that door. And
It's
see
actually
what's
speaking the common tongue, though, which is something that you don't usually hear down here.
Yeah.
Carman is saying something like, "Hey, you! Don't move! Stay where you are! I'm
no,
going to
yeah,
run
we-
you through. And the other voice is saying, ah, don't touch me. Stay away from me, you crazy man.
Okay, yeah, we are opening this door.
We are opening this door.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you open the door.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a kind of cross-shaped room. This large cross-shaped chamber contains several long couches, the leather cushions of which are cracked with age. Dead plants lie slumped in planter boxes along the walls, and a long dry fountain depicting a lighthouse stands in the middle of the room. The individual there is kind of cowering behind the fountain, like keeping it between him and Carman.
Okay.
Eric,
Yes.
is he holding his weapon?
Oh yeah. No, he's got the sword out, menacing, like pointing it toward him.
Okay, then instead of using Mage Hand to try and take it from him, I instead use Prestidigitation to summon the foulest smell that I can right under his nose to get
Okay.
and arrest him from his focus on this creature.
Okay, let me explain to you what the creature looks like, because you can all see it.
No, but I'm saying Carmen. I'm doing this to Carmen.
I understand.
Okay, 'cause I need him
I'm
to
still
stop.
describing the visual, you know,
Okay.
what you get of the room. Okay,
Paint
this
us a word
creature,
picture, sir.
this creature looks like, well, it looks like a Morlock, but like a dead Morlock, maybe an
Oh,
undead
sweetie.
Morlock. With its flesh kind of rotted off. It has a very long tongue, long, wispy white hair. Its eyes are milky white, as though filled with cataracts.
What's in its mouth?
That's just his tongue.
Does he also have a forked tongue?
No.
Is he like
I
those
don't think so.
chihuahuas that have the tongue hanging
It's like
out? And they just can't help it?
bifurcated at the end there, it looks like.
Okay, let's go with yes. Author's note. Okay, so yes, he is standing there looking at Carman. He sees the rest of you and he hisses at you, like, "Stay away." Carman says, "Ah, I found a monster." What? What is that smell?
That smell is saying, pay attention to your friends and don't run away.
Sela will come up to Carmen and just like put a hand on his shoulder, like let's not jump to conclusions about monsterness of a situation.
Okay. That's not a monster?
Yeah, I don't know, guys. It kind of looks like a monster.
But it's not attacking him, is it, Kira?
There is Kira kind of like walks forward and tips her head a little bit. Not many of the rest of them spoke in common. Can you?
Ah, that's actually a proper greeting. Hello. I am Agrael. Am I right in assuming that you are the leader of this group? He asked
That is
Kira.
definitely not the
Yes.
voice I would have expected coming out of that body.
Sela says yes, by the way.
Kira looks a little bit like overseas, like, okay, fine. A tip of her head. I don't necessarily assume leaders. We are a group with a common goal. But
Yeah,
Democracy?
she's our leader.
I was just
I-
reading. You see, he was holding something in his hand. It's a book.
mhm.
I was just reading
book have a
about
lighthouse on it?
democracy, where all the people get together to make decisions. Is that what you are? Carmen's like, that sounds stupid.
To a degree.
Oh,
You
yeah, that's
are-
what we are.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Just in a not stupid way.
Again, Sela just pats his shoulder. It's okay. It's okay.
You are
Shoosh, shoosh.
You are more mindful and present than many of the rest of your kind that we have met down here. The other Morlocks have been, let us call them brash and aggressive.
That's a good description. Finally, one a human that's smart enough to know to tell the difference. Bares his teeth at Carman, who was like, "Is he talking about me? Is he saying I'm dumb?"
Amiri's just gonna shrug.
I'm just gonna confirm Kira's a pretty good human.
All right. He
As
says,
they go.
"Yes, I was just reading here in the reading room." He points around.
Oh.
And then this big thing came in and attacked me. And Carmen's like, "If I'd attacked you, you'd be dead." And the Morlock ghoul says, "Yes, well, we all know how brave you are, big man."
He says reading.
I just want to be left alone, thank you. It was bad enough that my folk above sent me down here. The cult doesn't want me either. I live here in this room reading most of the time, occasionally venturing out to eat. Don't worry, I don't find any of you appetizing. I only eat undead.
Wait, so does that like
They
kind of
taste
make
better.
you? But doesn't that make you like a cannibal? But like not in the way that we would normally think. But
No, in the way you would normally think.
well, because like usually you eat like we've heard undead eat like living people, but you eat your own kind. So is that like extra cannibalism?
He gets the offended expression that you, Ezrin, last saw on the face of a gourmand in Absalom. And he says, no, darling. Eating the living is grotesque. They taste awful. So stringy and vital. No. The longer a corpse ages, the better.
So you like them stinky.
Well, the stink goes away after just a few weeks, you know. Author's note. I read a book about using dead bodies for medicine sometimes, and I apologize.
So if you're reading down here, does that mean the library is close by? We heard there was a library on this floor.
Oh, yes. This is indeed the library level. The cult controls the library, however, so I'm not sure that you will be able to freely peruse to your heart's content. That one doesn't look like he reads at all. Carmen's like, is he talking about me? I think he's talking about me.
Okay, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
If we
Ezrin.
needed a book, could he cure it for us, perhaps?
I imagine you're maybe whispering that to me.
Yes.
Yes.
I've nobody's reminded me that the psychic link has gone down, so I've totally forgotten about it.
Mauricio just thinking really hard to people, just like...
She's been thinking really hard to people and it hasn't worked, so now she's just whispering.
That works.
She's got the same int as Carman, so,
yeah.
I mean, come on.
Oh, that's adorable.
Ezrin would step forward, perhaps holding his spellbook prominently visible.
I also read.
What a fancy book.
I would love to know what your favorite book is in the library.
Oh. Well, I'm really only able to read whatever books the cult deems heretical, and they toss out here. I usually hide before they can toss out books, and then they toss them in here, and then I scavenge through them. So I think my favorite book would be a treatise upon the nobility of Absalom, which I have read 8 times.
A history man? Or sociology?
Well, a little of both, actually.
I see.
Now it's taking two of us to keep Carmen quiet.
Carmen's
May I
like,
ask,
what is happening right now?
May I ask, what is a mind like yours doing in a place like this? And is there a way that we could help you?
I'm trapped.
Right.
Graugus doesn't want me to come back, and the cult doesn't want me to go lower. So really, this is my room. This and my hiding spot.
Well, actually,
How do you feel about Belcora?
The Ghost Queen?
Yes.
That's an expression I'd like to see.
Not a big fan, I suppose. Graugus was a fanatical leader. He was my rival. Graugus and I were friends once upon a time. Best friends. He trimmed my toenails, and I trimmed his toenails. But he betrayed me and sent me down here, called me a heretic, and exiled me to the depths. Of course, the cult infected me with their foul plague and curse, and now, well, look at me. This is not ideal.
Amiri's gonna like whisper to Kira like, okay, so this guy's a cannibal and a feet peeper. like we sure that he's on the level here.
I don't really remember all that well, though. I have fever. My brain, it overheats easily.
I mean, I think we found a solution to the power vacuum we just created.
My brain trembles.
I think a real quick question. Are ghouls usually this, let's call it verbose and present of mind? From what I would know from religious study about the undead.
Make a religion check.
Yeah, I'm like wondering what is not as it appears.
Gotta honor the cock. Damn it. 15.
15, okay. So, yes, you've heard of ghouls like this. So, this is when we have a large author's note digression. Ghouls in the world of Golarion and ghouls in the conventional Dungeons and Dragons world are very different creatures. This split came about in a recent evolution of these two worlds. Up until Pathfinder 2 2nd edition, ghouls were pretty similar to what you'd expect ghouls to be like in D&D in general. And even through part of 2nd edition, ghouls were like that. But eventually, a fell god sought to corrupt and destroy a scroll upon which was written the fate of many beings and many entities. This scroll was called the legendary OGL. And when this fell deity, who was not truly a deity, but actually a cabal of wizards who lived by the coast, sought to destroy the OGL, forces rallied against the cabal, revealing them to be simply men who made a questionable decision. In the wake of this event, Golarion distanced itself further from its origins, and ghouls now in the Pathfinder universe are more similar to ghouls that one might find in the writings of H.P. Lovecraft, for instance, where they are connoisseurs of knowledge. They feast upon corpses to and either gain their memories or learn from them by reading through their things, collecting their objects. Ghouls tend to be more cultured and less ravenous ghouly.
Connoisseurs of knowledge and toenails.
And that thing I said about eating corpses, the older the better, that is 100% correct. Not all ghouls would be like that. Some ghouls you will encounter are utterly insane and will just ravenously attack you regardless. But those ghouls who have held on to their minds and their sense of self are more like what this ghoul is like.
Oh, Cooper Howard situation. Okay.
Yes! A Fallout TV show Cooper Howard situation.
Would a 12 on religion for Ezran mean that he would also know the gist of this enough to sort of like know
Ezran has read about ghoul scholars and ghoul archaeologists. And you thought those tales were bullshit until you've now encountered a ghoul who seems like he could be one of those things.
Well, does not someone have egg on their face now?
I would invite him to sit or gesture if I may sit with him.
Ah! Yes, he gestures to the opposite couch.
Okay, so
and goes and plops himself down on one of the couch. You can hear his bones kind of like creaking as he sits down.
Seems a little awkwardly far, but sure, we'll do that.
There's also, to be clear, a fountain here in the middle that you could probably pop squat on if you wanted.
Yeah,
that's not on the map. Yeah,
but with your old bones, perhaps sitting in the chair makes the most sense.
Your old 44-year-old bones.
That's right.
Yeah. I'll sit over here by Kieran.
Oh, okay.
That's what
yeah, you go over to the couch. You're like, and then you go sit by Kieran.
There's a depression and a stain, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's certainly the moment you go to sit down, and Kira's just like, don't. Goes and just hooks arm under the lower side of the chair and drags it over towards the couch. So moving that chair over to basically, right where you are.
Yep.
To let you have a sit.
Agrael does not sit in a straight manner, obviously. He throws his leg up over the back of the couch.
Ooh.
I recognize
game recognizes game.
Hungry mind when I see one. And I respect it. And I suspect that we could be friends. If that is something that would appeal to you.
Interesting. Why don't you make me a persuasion check, Ezran?
Okay.
I will say that as it pulls over, Kira will kind of put her hand on Ezran's shoulder and looking at Agrael. It seems that all of us find ourselves with enemies abound. It would be nice to have a friendly face and help action.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So advantage on that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ah, thank you for that advantage, because that got me a dirty 20 on that.
Nice. Mary's still just like uncomfortable at the idea of two of these guys clipping each other's toenails and being proud of that.
So, I accept your proposal. We shall be friends. Alas, we have nothing to drink on.
Well, perhaps we have a different way that we can celebrate.
Ah. Like I said, I do not eat the living anymore.
No, but what is the best, most important thing to celebrate, but maybe one's freedom?
Ah, freedom. Yes. Why do you bring that up?
Because we either can or already have been able to arrange that for you.
Dude, like, Kira looks down at Ezran and nods. Yes, Graglist is quite dead.
Is this about democracy? Because I was just reading a book about that.
Think of it more like ancient barter systems.
Okay.
I mean, democracy could be involved. I think this place is in sorely need of some.
So you want something from me? Okay.
Well, we have already, I think, done you a service without realizing it. And while we wouldn't ask you to recompense us for something that we already chose to do ourselves and that benefits ourselves, perhaps there is more that we could do in service to you and in which we could discover if there's anything that you could do to enable us, which will also enable you in return.
Okay. Yes, you're going to do something for me. Are you going to kill the cultists?
That is probably on our list.
The cultists have no appreciation for books. They're all raving, lunatic, religious folk, just like Graugust. Except they're stronger than Graugust.
Just mentioned, Graugust is dead.
So?
Hence the service perhaps that we've...
I'm dead?
Yes, but you still have thought, you still have agency, you still have consciousness. He has none.
So he's dead,
Also,
but stupid.
Also, he's going to be nice and ripe in a few days.
Oh, you mean he's a corpse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he's an object.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
So
we can point you to the room that he'll be in, if you'd like.
Oh.
So what this means is there's no one stopping you from leaving, if leaving is what you desire, and perhaps getting a little juicy justice on the way out, if that appeals to you. However, if you stayed a little longer and advised us on this place and maybe perhaps the cultists, then perhaps you could stay and enjoy the library because we could clear the cultists. What do you say?
I like it. I like it. I have a counter offer, though. All those things you said, all of that. Also, those cultists, some of them are very old. Tender.
Are they?
Well aged.
Okay. Go on.
You give me, just when you're done with them, you let me deal with the mess.
Kira, what say you?
Do I think that will cause any issues vis-a-vis unfinished business, undead, etc.?
Make a religion check.
That will be a 14.
Doesn't seem like it. Like he's talking about eating the remains of undead creatures.
Mm-hmm. There, like Kira thinks for a moment and seems to be in a genuine beat of deliberation before. The rules that I would usually apply to this situation are for the living. This is, I suppose, it is still a rite of passage. There are rites that suggest sky burial that would have bodies eaten by birds, and especially crows that do not raise undead. So if it is done with purpose, so long as you are using the lot of it, I do not like those words, but they are undead already. So it should. I do not imagine that it will cause greater specters or ghosts for us. If that were, it may have if they are still living. But when I saw them before, even the cultists themselves were quite undead.
Good. I think that's agreeing. There is a particular cultist called Nakazarin. She's the oldest.
Is she the librarian? Or are you familiar with a librarian, an elf?
I don't remember. Okay. See, I have this fever that interferes with my memory a little bit.
I understand.
Maybe not. Does she look like an elf? She's tall and slender.
If she is
Very lean.
If she is an elf, then I cannot necessarily promise. I've been told that there is a kindness to her that may further our efforts. If she is not, or she is cruel or deluded or insane now, I have no qualms with this. If it is
Good. If she is
fencing
this
undead.
elf librarian that you're looking for, can I get like a leg, maybe a leg and an arm?
I
If
will not.
we are going to deal with the cultists, you will have access to the library, which is something you also want.
Will the library have snacks? Is what I'm asking.
There will be other bodies.
I think it will by the time we're done with it.
Excellent. Consider us agreed. Holds out his hand.
I will reach out and take it.
Oh, it is cold and dead. And he
Nice.
wraps his fingers around your hand. And he's like,
Friend.
Not undead.
Amiri like looks over
not
at,
yet.
at Mercial and is just like, I still stand by this guy being a weird little freak.
Oh, yeah.
It's not illegal to be a weird little
Definitely.
freak.
He
Mercial,
definitely is.
not going to argue. Also, she's got her hand very, very imperceptibly, gently curled into Carman's pauldron
Hmm.
so that he can't just run off if he gets bored with the grown-ups talking. But he might not feel that she's touching his leather.
Well, are you actually... He's been... Okay, Carman obviously got bored, and he kind of wandered back to find Amiri.
hmm
He doesn't appear to be running off anywhere. He's still looking at that thing.
Like, if he runs out of my grasp, I'll let him go if I can see that, Amiri's got him. But we're babysitting here.
Okay.
So,
It occurs to me that...
that looks like a monkey.
It occurs to me that we have not taken a break, so let's take a break and we will come back and do a little bit more conversation, possibly a little more action, and we'll see you all shortly. Don't go away.
So happy to announce that is going to be Pathfinder Abomination Vaults, which will be our next novel. This one comes out in November. This one is going to feature the iconic wizard Ezrin and a band of locals, as opposed to a team of his usual iconic friends who are going to delve deep beneath the ground, not in the vault lines, but in the Abomination Vaults. So no confusion there whatsoever. It's just this use of the same word in the same month in two different products.
Different vaults.
Different
both for my birthday.
They
both
said we
very
weren't allowed
cool.
to do any more products with hell in the title, so we switched it up.
So we went back to vaults. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and we're back. Okay, so while Ezrin and Kira have been negotiating this deal with Agrael, and Sela has been standing guard, essentially, sometimes contributing, Carman does what Carman usually does, which is he got bored, and he goes back to where Amiri is, and he's like, "Hey,
Stop.
are you bored from lack of fighting? You look like you're bored from lack of fighting."
I mean, not for nothing, but like, there's lots of things that exist to fight everywhere in this dungeon. So like, letting the nerds do their nerd thing, like that's fine by me.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, so I heard you fought off like 20 guardsmen.
Oh yeah.
Did that happen? Like 20 guardsmen single-handedly?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Why do you have like 4 hammers?
Oh, I throw them. You want to see?
I mean, not really. Like, I don't know. It just seems. Oh, dude.
See that clock
Listen.
tower fountain?
No, no, no. Dude, listen to me, okay? Like,
Yeah.
the more that you, like, try to insist on impressing people, like, the less impressive you come off.
I'm not trying to impress anybody.
I don't know, man. It seems like you're trying real hard.
No, I'm an impressive person on my own. I don't need to impress anybody.
Yeah, so, like, if that's true, then you wouldn't need to, like, prove yourself at every instance.
I'm just anxious, you know?
Why?
Well, I've never done this before. Gone into a, dungeon like this. Done this adventurer thing.
Behind his body, eye mouth to Amiri, it's his first time.
So we're like popping your dungeon cherry here.
Yeah.
Okay, so hear me out. Like much in the same way that, if it was your first time in that way, you'd want the more experienced person to take the lead and show you how to, like, actually, have a great time. Maybe, perhaps, you should also, like, listen to the rest of us who've done this a bit now, instead of just fucking off and going on your own. Because, like, I can do that, because, I'm, like, a one-woman tank and everything, but you're, like, kind of a squishy guy. And she just, like, pokes him with full strength to just demonstrate her point.
I don't know. He does have rock-hard abs. He's, like, squishy.
No.
Huh. Okay. I hear you. Okay. I'm gonna follow your lead then. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Way I hear it, you're the strongest. You always learn better when you learn from the strongest.
I mean, at this point, I kind of, like, look at Kira, because, like, she's the smart one, and that tends to be, like, a great place to be. But,
Kira's busy negotiating with a ghoul, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Amiri can run ahead. Amiri's already established her safe word.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got a deal then? I follow your lead. You teach me the ropes.
Yeah.
Cool. Puts out his fist.
Yeah. Bro fist.
Fist.
Also,
who knows?
The first round's on you since you're, like, my apprentice. Like,
Yeah.
Actually, all the drinks are on you.
Is that like a thing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because, I'm, like, passing on all this knowledge and stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. We could do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the hookup.
Uh-huh.
You gotta come to the Crooksnunk, though. I get better discounts there.
Absolutely.
Because I'm the ace of blades. I don't know if you've heard, but I'm real good at throwing... Wait, is this me trying to impress you? No. No, you're right. I should not do that.
Hang on a second. Because now I'm asking.
Okay.
You're called the Ace of Blades.
That's right.
But you do not throw blades.
Well, not in a dungeon. Those little flimsy little knives are not as good as a good hammer in your hand.
Okay.
Except for my sword. She pulls out the sword.
Ding.
Well, I wouldn't ordinarily allow anybody to touch my sword. But since you're my master, I'll let you hold my sword if you want.
Yes, I would like to examine your sword.
He extends it to you hilt first.
She takes it and kind of, like, feels the weight and balance stuff.
It is a light, perfectly balanced, pristine blade.
She actually seems impressed.
He's like, yeah. It's pretty good. Normally, I'm the only one who takes a hold of my sword, but I'm happy to let you hold it periodically.
Awesome.
Mauricio, you're just standing there and you're like, this is fascinating.
Humans are amazing.
Just take out her little notebook, like studying these creatures in the wild.
Ezrin?
Can I get it back?
Yeah, just give me a minute. And she just like does some like practice swings, like. Yeah,
Oh, it's marvelous.
that's great.
Oh, this is so hard.
Can I get back?
Yeah. Here you go.
Now give them yours.
She also does the thing where like she hands it to them and then fakes it out. That is like, sorry.
Can I hold your sword?
I don't know. It seems like a lot of sword for you.
It's pretty big, but I can handle big.
Can you?
Oh yeah, I got big hands.
You know what they say about a man with big hands?
Big feet, right?
I was gonna say they can handle a big sword.
Yeah. Right you are, bro. Fist bump. Oh! He's like, wow. You really swing this around?
Yeah.
You hit people with it?
Oh,
Like in the face?
I mean, there's not really a face left after I hit them with it.
I'm sure. Nearly chops Mauriziel's head off. She's like,
Maybe you don't do that in here.
oh, you're right. You're right.
Maybe I hand that. You give that back.
Not a certain
You're right. You're right, bro.
weapon.
You're right. Hands you the sword back.
Oh.
Man. Okay.
You're lucky I can duck.
Amiri just melts.
Cool. Good. Good. Hey, you teach me about adventuring. And I'm gonna teach you something. You throw hammers?
It's unlikely, but okay.
You throw hammers? I can teach you how to throw hammers. Real good.
I don't really.
Do you
I don't really throw hammers.
You smith?
You could throw hammers though.
No, I do not smith.
You don't smith. How do you get these muscles then? He's pointing at your like bulging muscles. He's like, how do you get these if you don't smith?
You found my.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Hey. Actually, I gave some stuff to my girlfriend Ren, and I'm trying to figure out if there's a way that we can like upgrade my sword, because there's some stuff here that can't be cut, and I'd like to cut it.
Oh. Ren like the bird, or Ren like that kind of weird but cute chick that lives in the north of town?
That one.
Hey! Good job, bro. Good job.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. All right. I'm sure we could work together. Like I can figure a thing out. Let's smash some monsters, and when we get back to Otari, we'll smash some more monster drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Let's
right.
go. High fives.
Bro fist.
Beyblade pact initiated. Okay.
If we're
Amazing.
actually sad when this guy dies, I feel like we've done this game.
Did you
I mean,
say Beyblade Pact?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm
you
gonna
finish
fight
up.
with swords in real life.
You finish up your
No
conversation
one wants
with
to
the
fight people with
with the
swords
ghoul.
in real life. It's very scary.
I believe it. Okay. Yeah. So the conversation with the ghoul is over. Agrael says, "All right. let me tell you about what lies in store then. I am only going from memory, and like I said, my memory is faulty. But I'll tell you what I can remember. So, he can tell you a little
Remember,
bit.
specificity is sexy.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to zoom out on the map, and I'm going to show you a couple of the locations that he can kind of inexpertly describe to you. So one of them is that room of all the mist. Remember that had the steam in it?
Mm-hmm.
When he starts describing that, you're like, ah, yes, I remember that. He says he calls it a guard room. He describes the hall that's leading to the east of that guard room, which he calls the twin stairwells. That leads up to the Morlock's domain. And one of the other stairs he has never been up, the northern stair. He has no idea where that goes. He can so far that kind of matches the knowledge you already had. But
Kira will fill in that goes from the other side of the wizard's sort of workshop that we were in before.
Okay. He can also tell you a little bit about what lies beyond that room. Let me just clear some space here. He says there's a big, long chamber with a big turn up at the north end. And that chamber he describes as the main library. So that room is full of books, bookshelves, tables for reading. It's kind of a mess. He says that the cult is, well, they're not very erudite. They don't like books. So, I'm not sure exactly what you'll find there, but there might be some useful things. And then there are 2 more rooms that he can describe. Let me see. I'm just double checking the map. Okay.
While you're doing that, I would ask him about the tower symbol and
He
describe.
says, yes, that symbol. He pulls up his book that he was reading about democracy, and shows you the same symbol on that book. He says, yes, this means that book belongs to the Gauntlet Library. So whatever book you're looking for must be in the library. Unless it's been removed or something. But who would do such a thing? You're welcome to look through my collection to see if the book that you're looking for is there. But mostly I get trashy historical tales and really good romance stories.
Honestly, Sela's looking through the book pile a little bit.
Okay, he describes one very large circular room as a reading room. And according to him, that is the base of the tower. And people are supposed to read in there, although there's strange light, he says, and so that makes it a little bit difficult sometimes. And he can describe one other room to you. Okay. Yes, he says there's another room kind of up north of that long hallway. And this room he refers to as the restricted section.
Kira kind of pats Ezrin on the shoulder at restricted section.
He says,
sorry.
This this has the best, prettiest books. That the cult kind of takes care of these books. They don't read them or anything, but they take care of the books here. They could do a better job, obviously. And if you're looking for Nakazarin, she's probably in that area, somewhere around there. I've only been in there once. I was fighting at the time, but it looked nicer, and that's really all I can remember.
That is much more than we had, which
Great.
is greatly appreciated.
I wish you luck, and remember, nom nom nom.
Dude, I'm not going to be doing anything with the guys.
Point to the north door in the room, and I say, "Is this a shortcut to the library? Maybe use it."
That hallway will take you up to the guard room, I'm sure, and from there you can get to the library. Yes, there will probably be guards, and you'll probably run into ghouls, but you're heroes, right? I'm sure that'll be no problem for you.
I think Kira has a little bit of a thought that registers on her face. There's definitely an amount of, cleric amount of a caution towards the undead as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think she's ever thought about an undead who revered the concept of a hero. And I think there's a little switch in her brain that flips that beforehand this was a person with this was a person that you would functionally be treating with palliative or terminal care. This is unfortunately as literally as it gets a dead man walking.
Mm-hmm.
But it still does believe in heroes. And it's that sort of turn from turn away from turn away from a problem, in just the use of the word, and she gives him a respectful little bow of the head. It is greatly appreciated. We will inform you when we have handled the situation, so it is not a task upon you. We do not want you to waltz into danger unawares. But
I thank you.
We do. You see, she kind of looks back towards the rest of the group. It does get harder in here.
Okay. And with that, I guess you gather at the north door, ready to push forward.
Mm-hmm.
Or do we choose to go around?
I mean,
I would look to. It was because it was Kira and Sela that were. No, because that was that was Unsela. So it was Kira and Amiri that experienced this level before. So I would sort of look to them and say,
"Yeah, it'll be fine. We have everybody here now."
There is I can't tell what is directly between this and the guard room. I know that the guard room had sort of steam or fog-like methods in it, and that there are undead about.
What's a method? Carman asks.
She holds her hand out to about small, expels very hot air.
Oh.
Ezran would do a prestidigitation image of it in his hand.
Okay.
So
now it's showing off.
They are very flighty, hard to hit, and they will they expel extremely hot steam, which do not undercut it. It is dangerous.
Yes.
That I think that one also exploded when we killed it, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
But they do explode.
That sounds familiar.
I think they do explode if they die right next to you. So perhaps your lobbing of hammers may be particularly useful here, trying to get them from a range.
Well, if I can see it, I can hit it with a hammer. No doubt.
Kira's eyes flick for a half second to Mauricio.
Trying so hard not to have a facial expression that he can see.
But
Hey,
beyond...
bro, I bet you can't kill more of those things with your hammers than I can.
Oh, now it's on.
All right, bet. Let's go.
Then yeah, Kira will sort of move up to the door and like down towards Ezrin. We don't want to miss anything. I think that could be useful. Besides, if there is nothing between here and there, we have a easier, quicker way out.
We agreed to be thorough, so and he doesn't seem to be in a hurry.
Yeah, gathering up towards the north door.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Great. I think maybe we shall leave it right there until next week. Thank you all for coming with us on the adventure. There will be more raiding of the ghoul-infested libraries coming shortly. I've been Erik Scott de Bie, the DM of this campaign. I wrote the novelization for this very adventure path, Abomination Vaults. You can find that by putting in !AV novel. It's coming out in November. The last day to support my Nepal trip is today. I'm going to put that link in there as well. I am going to Nepal in May, and I'm going to be helping to deliver medical care to rural villages that don't usually get the opportunity to get medical care. So it's very important. And I'm not just going on my own. I'm part of a charity trip. So this is like an organized thing. I'm not just going to go disappear into the wilds of Nepal. But yes, go check out that link if you want to learn more about it. Take it away, Gabrielle.
I'm Gabrielle Harboe. I've been playing Mauricio, the iconic elf rogue. You can check me out at !Gabrielle. Check out my website, my Patreon. I have lots of advice for writers, and you can get to lots of cool stuff for free and lots more cool stuff for subscription. And that's it. And on to Kelsey.
Hi, I've been Kelsey. I've been your iconic paladin, Sela. Oh geez, let's see what we're getting ourselves into next time. You can find me online at !Kels. That links to my extremely infrequently updated art Instagram. I swear I'm gonna get back to it soon. Take it away, Ben.
Hello, I am Benjamin. I've been your iconic wizard Ezrin, and I'm going to start charging Kelsey a phoenix die every time that she says she's going to update her Instagram.
But what if I actually do it?
Then congrats, you fulfilled the thing that you committed to do. You will have self-accomplishment and goodwill.
Yeah!
I don't like anything I've done recently. That's the problem.
It's okay.
It's not about you.
Usually it is Fable that has the narrative moment, and I'm sure there will be a beautiful one, but I will add just my own, that there is something about I love in roleplay about an intelligent being that wants to have a conversation with you, because it reminds me of what happens in real life is that when you find a human that has self-awareness, baby,
Yes.
anything is possible. There is so much that can happen in that moment, and so when you have an opportunity to role play where it's just like it's monsters, things, it's people, and then you get that unexpected thing where like, oh, I can have a conversation with you. I love that. Take it away, Jen.
Hello, I'm Jen. Tonight I played the iconic Barbarian Amiri, who is now with an apprentice as team #Beyblades. And I am very proud of myself for getting through that conversation with mostly a straight face. Yeah, if you enjoy me and my content and the things that I do, you can go to savagesparrow.com, my awesome website for nerdy apparel and accessories. We have a bunch of stuff coming back. I am getting a reprint of the speaking of Pathfinder, I'm getting a reprint of our Let's Have a Blast Goblin shirt. So if you missed out on the first one, it'll be at PAX and Adepticon, so definitely check that out, as well as on my website. And also Starfinder Kickstarter probably happening in April. I'll be posting links to the launch page thing for you to follow when I actually get that all made and up there. But my brain has been a baked potato, so I haven't been in the mood to make lots of writing. Because I write and design things as me, a human, and not an AI. But anyway, who hasn't gone yet? Gabrielle?
I went.
Okay, then
Fable?
Fable, take us home.
Hello, I have been Fable. I have been your iconic cleric Kira, and there is, in fact, a little bit of a thing at the end. It is important to know the difference and the similarities between a foil and a mirror in a narrative. A foil, by means of contrast, is a character who shows by showing the opposites or showing the difference, highlights certain points of a character, and a mirror holds up to that by showing the in ways that you are more alike than you are different, or more different than you are alike. It lets you find the nuances of these things. One character can be a foil for one and a mirror for another. These sort of prism characters let us show very different parts of characters all at once. So finding those like middle points that shine between two characters can also show show the light between two characters in something that wouldn't usually be a very narratively organic way. So adding in those little points, adding in those middle things can really help. If you like that kind of writing advice, or want that kind of somebody who takes that into account into writing a story, feel free to join my Patreon at !Fable to see that. Tomorrow I have it already set up to do it. Should be the first drop of my weekly serial. If you subscribe, you can get onto the Discord. We can talk about storytelling, and all of the things like that.
Nice.
As well, keep an eye out and do hang out. Do come back next week, because I'm going to be near a lot of these lovely folks somewhat soon, in about a month. Doing that's expensive, and I would love your help with that. I'll throw up a GoFundMe if you are there at the Dungeon Scrawlers Discord, and you'll be able to see it here at the stream next week. If we're able to make it up there, well, then I'll be able to put all of these lovely people through a game as well, and you'll get to see how they take to my storytelling. But I am very glad to have had you all here with me and telling the story together. It's one of my favorite things to do. Take us home, Ben.
It's actually back there.
Eric.
Yeah.
Unless you want to take us home, Ben.
It wasn't just me. It wasn't just me.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't just
been a
you.
night.
Secret.
It's been a
I'm
day
gonna
for so
bring-
many people.
It is
I'm
totally
Take it home,
fine.
all of you at once.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Hey, thank you, everyone. It's been great, and I'm looking forward to continuing the game. Ben, you can take it home sometime, but, I don't want to put you on the spot. So one of these days, Ben will take it home. Otherwise, thanks, everyone. We'll see you all next week. Have a good one. Stay safe and stay scrawly. See ya.
Stay scrawly. There we go.
There it is.